Hello, everyone. A murder arrest, a church damaged by fire, and a local group of young ladies headed off to the Capitol. Those are some of the stories we'll hear about coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. We come to you with News 5 Now 3 times a day at 8:30, 12:30, and 5:30. Get you caught up on some of the big stories of the day, and we'll get some of your comments as well. All right, our big stories. Number 5, complaints from neighbors in a Foley subdivision leading to a man facing a lot of drug charges, including trafficking fentanyl. 59-year-old Glenn Galloway had a bond hearing today. A judge set that bond at $300,000. Police raided his Ashford Park home and confiscated, they say, fentanyl, cocaine, kratom, THC edibles, marijuana, and more. They confiscated 4 handguns, an AR-style rifle, and a shotgun, along with cash and drug paraphernalia. Number 4, an arrest after a New Year's Day murder in Northwest Florida. 19-year-old Talon Burnett booked today after the shooting that took place at a house on Tommy Street near Cove Avenue in Ensley. Sheriff's deputies found the 48-year-old victim in the yard there. Burnett now facing murder charges. Number 3, fire has forced a church in Northwest Florida to close. The New Hope Missionary Baptist Church in Molino caught fire yesterday afternoon, about a half hour after services ended. Escambia County Fire Rescue responded to the church, found heavy smoke coming from the back of the wood frame building. The deacon there says the church has suffered several fires over the years. No one was hurt in yesterday's fire. Number 2, the Mobile Azalea Trailmaids heading off to Washington, D.C. later this month. They have been officially invited to participate in the 60th presidential inauguration. That will take place 2 weeks from today on January 20th. The Trailmaids also appeared in President Obama's inauguration. And number 1, ice, snow, and wind gripping a big chunk of the country from the Rockies all the way up to Maine. Closer to home, we're feeling the chilly temperatures as the system moves across the country. Our chief meteorologist, Ed Bloodsworth, says we're set for a prolonged stretch of sub-freezing temperatures and wind chills in the teens as we take a look at a snowball fight in Washington, D.C. and some heavy snow elsewhere. Wind chills could be as low as 16 degrees in our area, so get ready for that. All right, those are our top 5 stories of the day. Moving on now to our question of the day. We ask you this on our Facebook page and WKRG.com. Ask you to put your comments down. We try to go over some of them for you. Today's question was, Donald Trump will be sentenced in his hush money trial before his inaugurations. What are your thoughts about that? All right, we'll check in and see what some people are saying here. Uh-oh, I might have messed that up. Here we go. And we have some comments. Get my specs on so I can read these a little bit better. Okay, Jim says he's being sentenced to unconditional discharge, translation that goes on his record, but he receives no punishment. He will not be sentenced to jail time. That is correct. Helen says he's not above the law, but Renee says this is a bunch of baloney. Please leave that man alone. Thanks to everybody who commented today. All right, now we've got our poll of the day as well. And our question that we asked today was, how about buying a fake Birkin bag at Walmart? 87% say sure, why not? 13% say they have no interest in doing that. All right, our question of the day for tomorrow is, what do you think about organizations offering rewards for information on major crimes? And you can vote in our Facebook poll. And the question is, how do you feel about returning to work after the holidays? A lot of people did that today for sure after taking some time off for Christmas and New Year's, kids heading back to school and the like. And the temperatures don't make it any easier to do that, do they? Down to maybe 15, 16 wind chill later this week. All right, we'll be coming to you at 6 o'clock with News 5. Cherish is in for Roseanne today. Simone has your sports, and Ed has that chilly forecast. It's all coming up at 6 o'clock on Channel 5. We'll see you then.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.